Hi, landlubbers. It's me, your Captain Vasco, and welcome. It's Friday, it's Saturday, February 20th, which means that it's 2:20, which means that it's time to 2:20 graze it, which means that you should be consuming grass to help your digestion, as if you were a cow or a dog. I believe that's correct, if I understand correctly. Okay, I thought you were suggesting, Demolition, that Spiffing Brit, got some random copyright strike and YouTube attacked him or something. I was just complaining about YouTube. I got on a rant about how, Twitch this week was, sort of encouraging people to restream, BlizzCon, and then BlizzCon got Metallica to perform, and then that caused, a bunch of people to get, copyright strikes because no one thought this through. And, certainly, they gave this blanket statement that was sort of restream this, but also there's going to be copywritten music, so don't do that. And it's just well, which is it? You can't have it both ways. You either have a system where you could do these things and, foster your community like you pretend to, or you have a system where you tell everyone to be responsible for their own stuff. I don't know. I'm very frustrated with Twitch's handling of, copyright music and material, and it feels very much like what happened to YouTube I don't know, 8 years ago or something, and that's led to just only bad things for YouTube, so I was just griping about that. I've seen a couple quick clips of people replacing music from that part of the stream with other stuff. You know what I haven't seen that I feel like someone should have done is when Metallica started playing, I forget the name of it. There's this weird video where someone takes that scene from Jurassic Park where they see the Brontosaurus for the first time and the music swells, and right as the music really gets dramatic and is playing an orchestral version of the main Jurassic Park theme, it gets replaced with this harmonica, this awful harmonica. Someone should do that. That's what I think we need. Yeah, right? Let's make our own streaming service. Hookers and blackjack. But, you know what? Let's forget the blackjack. Replace Metallica with folk music. The melodica cover. That's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. I remember... I don't know, I think I first heard that I was just, at someone's house for, a party or something, and, something reminded them of that, and they just stopped everything that everyone was doing, and they're get YouTube on the TV, and then they someone set that up, and then they brought up the cover, and it was you know what, that was worth it. That was really worth it. Anyway, let's get started. So on yesterday's stream on Friday 2/19, where we do not 220 graze it, we did a lot of housekeeping. We did the Dakota vein and got the new, much scarier machine gun for use. We did a reasonable amount of hexing. We did a couple of red squares. Got I think a couple of bezel shards. Oh, we got those 2 dolls. I remembered that we have to turn those dolls in. I'll forget later. And we sort of set ourselves up to take on the last mission of Chapter 7, which for us will be the story mission, where we go to Mine 21 and battle Gelsey, also known as that, what is it, Chef Mung Dal from Chowder? I really can't hear that guy's voice and not think of that character, even though, I wasn't, a huge fan of that show. It's just very distinctive. So let's load and do the dungeon. Yeah. Okay. Bye, random encounter.
Retreat now. Ask questions later.
To floor 11. And now we will wander through this path I created. Kind of close.
Poor unlucky bastards.
No, I'm definitely nowhere near an entrance this time, so I guess I'm killing the leader. So is the leader the guy up here? Yes, it appears he is. Okay. Yeah, we're one bezel chart away from hero gauge up, which is always a good feeling. Someone pointed out that if we go down to floor 12, then there are a lot of opportunities for getting like 3 bezel shards by just hexing the floor, which we might do. We might do that. It might be a good idea to do that before the next chapter. Because the next chapter is the date chapter, which I had genuinely forgotten about until someone mentioned it.
They bit off more than they...
I assaulted their leader. Alright, it's dungeon time, folks.
There's blue light everywhere. What is it?
He's the same as the stone we gave to Pater?
That's right. This is a quartz vein. Yeah, if we weren't working for the Cardinal, they wouldn't let us near a place like this.
Are these rocks really such a big deal?
I don't question the motives of my betters. All I know is that we need to rid the place
I find that hard to believe somehow.
unwelcome guests.
That leader was one day away from
Thieves trying
retirement.
to
Oh
make some
no.
coin?
And not quite. An old division of the Cardinal's army.
What? Have you lost it? Let the army deal with them.
This is our
I don't
job.
question the motives of my betters. Forward march.
Got some interesting reflection off Zephyr's emo sunglasses in that shot. I wonder if that was like an accurate reflection. Feels like a bad sign that the first room is empty. It's also interesting, there's very rarely a dungeon in this game that doesn't like double back on
Shouldn't
itself.
give us much trouble.
And there's a
But
couple
don't
extra
let them
rooms
catch
here
you
and
off
there,
guard.
but this is
Don't
mostly
worry.
a straight line.
I've got your back.
Alright, so we got like level 20 guys? It shouldn't be like too bad. I wonder how long this will end up taking in the long run. We're already facing guys called Gelsi's Gunmen, so he's just got the whole place like packed with his friend units. That's a really big health gauge for like a limb that I shot off in like one clip. Yeah, target me, idiot. Enjoy all the scratch damage I can find. The choice of music for this dungeon is really interesting. Very orchestral for, like, not any obvious reason. He's in a little bit of trouble, but I think I'm gonna do this. I might have to retry this. We'll see how badly this goes. That didn't do much for me. Okay. So I can do a fairly large triangle here. She'll end up at her starting point because it is 3 resonance points, which is like unfortunate. But yeah, I think we can do this. Oh, that's good. Please hit the body like at all? Rude. I'm a little worried about this. Wow, that did not go nearly as well as I wanted it to. But luckily this dog chased Vashron over here. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna say she'll be here soon. Excellent. Oh, that's funny, Demolition. Shadowrunners did a literal milk run and we're like, wait, this was a literal milk run? Yeah, I feel like someone needs to like mod this game to tell us, like, to count every single bullet fired. I don't think a human is capable of counting that without losing their mind. Yeah, something like this. Luckily, Leanne seems to have recovered quite a bit of her scratch damage, so we're like probably gonna be fine. Even though that tri-attack was, like, disappointing. I ended up taking, like, almost all those shots, which is, like, super weird. Alright, I think we're gonna triangle again, because I just want this dog, like, dead. Become dead.
I see.
Eat this! Too slow.
Okay, good. The dog is once again not chasing Leanne, and thus we are probably fine. Now I literally can't miss the bonus shot. That's fun. You rarely see that. The answer to how many bullets is fired is all the bullets. I believe that math actually checks out. Ooh, we could throw a grenade at him. He's only level 21. But he's also a hot dog, so I think he'll enjoy this refreshing Molotov cocktail. Wow, that animation was something else, huh? Whew! Kick! Explosion! Great. 2 red. Kick, kick.
Watch your aim. You wouldn't want to hit any quartz.
Nobody would miss a piece or two.
But, like, people will die. That's how it's established that the quartz works. The idea of the mystical quartz mine is very peculiar, even in the context of this world that is, itself, very peculiar. This is not an airborne dog. This is a ground dog. This one actually seems easier than the last one. Definitely scratched that guy. He's completely and utterly scratched.
You're in trouble now.
You know, I kind of have a hard time believing that Leanne would be attacked by dogs. I feel like she'd be much loved by animals. She just has such, like, a kind spirit. I feel like the animals would like her. So even, like, the trained attack dogs, it feels weird for them to, like, gang up on her.
Time to put you down.
Oof, oof. They're all attacking her. Very similar to last time. Can I get the dogs to chase her? It's an interesting idea. They do... No, that doesn't quite work, does it? No, none of those really work. After last time, I'm really inclined to try and, like, get a better triangle, or at least one with points who aren't a multiple of 3. Because then I can have Leanne end up in a different space that might be safer. Not an airborne dog again. However, defeated dog.
My work is my business, so it's easy getting the two confused.
Probably not needing the try attack. We're gonna use it. Please switch targets. Gauge break. Alright. You should not have to think too hard about this. Ended up with... Is that 6 resonance points? Like, I think we're good. Hi, dog! Got a little something on your tie. Wow. Ragdog is more upsetting than even the deflated skin masks that the gangsters present in this game.
Wow. It's like looking up at the stars.
Swimming in a sea of stars, and we'll drown if you keep forgetting about the enemy.
He's right. The goddess of war wouldn't be pleased.
Sorry. I'll pay attention. I promise.
A lot of this dialogue, I don't know. I don't begrudge the game, like, having Leanne as, like, the sort of new hire and, like, not knowing as much about guns and combat and stuff, but, like, all the characters are the same level and, like, behave the same way and, like, have essentially the same set of skills. So it feels weird to me that there's, like, a number of exchanges in this game that are basically, like, you, the girl, take combat seriously.
You shouldn't make fun. Oh, yeah. You picked a so long.
And, like, it's even worse because, like, she's just sort of like, you are correct, I should take the combat seriously. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, she doesn't actually... You don't, like, see her make mistakes or something. Hey, Neko, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's some, like, Japan cultural influence. I mean, like, I agree, Alcadius, like, story-wise, yes, she's behind them, but it's like... I guess it's sort of like... We have to see, like, a cut scene or two or something where she's, like, making some kind of rookie mistake for it not to seem like they're just yelling at her because she's a woman. It's like show don't tell, right? Like, if all they do is just say that she's bad, and she happens to be the woman, it just, like, looks and feels weird. But, like, if we sort of see her, like, oh no, like, I used the wrong ammunition and it created a problem, then it's, like, different. No, he really didn't like me shooting at him. Yeah, give me your hat, idiot.
I've saved Kelsey once or twice with this one. Fools.
It's a weird line of dialogue. I've saved Kelsey once or twice with this one. Don't think I can have Leanne cross. I feel like that ends up being, like, bad. Maybe I can knock some goofs airborne. Airborne. Uh-huh. I wanted to jump. I did not succeed at jump. $4 points. Maybe. I mean, they're only level 20. Maybe. And then it'll be down to, like, a mostly dead guy and, like, one other dude, if this works out. Nika says she finished making all the recipes for Trilet Air and Spirit Fair. Has that been, like, an all-day project? Also, how long is that game? What have we here? Is it a dead fencer? Don't target that guy, please. Cool. Ooh. That's not gonna hit him. That's also probably not gonna hit him. Take that, wall. Ooh, this will hit him. Oh man. I don't know why that one tickles me. I mean, there's a lot of things that in this game that feel like they're weird things to say in the middle of a battle. But, like, the like, frantic nature of, like, die already! Die! It's like, it feels like it's me playing a video game and not, like, a human with their life on the line. Like, come on, dude! Just die! Do it. Finish him. Well, I shot him into the ground. What do you call me? I don't appreciate that. I don't imagine this will be a problem, but I've made a really horrible line between Zephyr and Leanne. Ooh, can I get him to land perfectly on the wall? That would be fun. Oh, somehow I fixed that. How did I fix that? It was like exactly clipping the corner of the wall. It looks like it's probably fine now. Can we get like one shot? Oh. Oh, there we go. That's the one. Print it.
Would it kill them to leave something a little nicer for us?
Well, see, that's the thing, Alcadus. I think I agree with your point. Like, I don't think that as the character is, like, truly presented through her actions in the story, that Leanne's, like, unused to combat. It's more like she, like, retains her innocence and wonder of the world, like you say. But, like, that makes it even weirder to me that they put such emphasis on her as this, like, noob. Like, it's one thing if they're just sort of, like... And, like, some of the dialogue is like this. Even, like, the combat dialogue. But it's, like, one thing for them to be, like, you know, take this more seriously, or, like, this is life and death, or whatever. And it's, like, another thing for, like, a lot of the time they're like, you're just gonna die. And it's just, like, I don't know. It's like a subtlety of tone thing to me. And I guess part of it, too, is, like, I think I agree with you also that, like, she can be mature when it calls for it. Like, it just, I don't know. It's really like a show-don't-tell thing. Like, I feel like they tell me the way they want me to perceive Leanne. And, like, I get a certain essence of her character that does overlap with what I think they want me to think of the character. But at the same time, there's parts of the character that I don't think are demonstrated through her actions at all. This run, again, seems like much easier than... I mean, before it was, like, a little bit easier. This time, like, this group of enemies seems much easier. And there's, like, an item over there. It's a free item. Look at that. I spent money on that item. That's a Mario RPG freebie if I've ever seen one. Like, even with, like, everyone shooting at Leanne, like, it's just not that threatening. Come on. It is kind of funny that, like, in some cases you can sort of just, like, push an enemy out of range of, like, the character they're trying to target and make their life a little more difficult. It's like, I don't feel like that's how combat would really work. Pew pew! Oh, shucks. Yes, enjoy the dirt. Oh man, relevant bonus shot. I've had like almost none of those this playthrough. Love to see it. Unnecessary scratch damage full. That's like the majority of scratch damage full.
I hope it's something useful.
Cool. Let's open the box. Hey, what's in the box? Is it single escape hex? That's a lot of electrified rounds. It's a decent prize. Now I need the red one. So this is just a stop off if you want some electrified rounds, because you can just progress directly from the previous room to the next one.
It's just one freak after another.
And that was one of the freakiest yet.
I've about had my fill of freaks.
Well, unfortunately for you, there's a lot of game left, and there are some freaks in it. It's the cousin to my friend Battle Clue, Highway Hunter. I love this enemy type. Like, it's maybe extra ridiculous for, like, 3 people running and jumping with, like, one-handed weapons, essentially, to, like, fight an armored tank with extra, like, battle equipment on it. But there's something so satisfying about it, and it's, like, a really fun enemy. Oh, wow! I guess those limbs didn't have a lot of health or something. Airborne tank! No, I'm pretty sure you literally can't do that. Man, would it be funny. Now it's kind of just like a Jeep with treads or something. I think we could do this.
You picked a fight with it wrong.
It's easier than I expected, but very satisfying. I just really like those enemies. Teal, right? That's not like a prize box. That's like a battery or something. Yeah, dead battery. It's even worse than battery. It's a dead battery. Gotta get your bachelor's through writing about Resonance of Fate. Oh man.
Lurker type, I think.
Kind of a shut-in. We'll have to go to him.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about it. I feel like I've logged enough Resonance of Fate hours to technically be an expert. Yet at the same time, I constantly need to be reminded of certain things because this game is rich and deep and confusing. Like all good things. Gauge break! Now I got his hat. Come at me, bro.
Game over.
Yes, I will do this. Hat, please. That guy's not doing anything. I appreciate his lack of work ethic. He's like, I'm here for the paycheck, man. I think it makes most sense to target this guy first. Not quite as much as I wanted.
Will come into focus.
It should probably do it. Okay. Again, this particular guy's just like hanging out. He's like, I could chase him, but I won't.
Come on, hit.
Too slow.
I think we got him.
I won't take that one.
See my home.
I hope it's something useful.
I like to think he was given that, like, final line of dialogue because we shot him so high in the air. I can see my home.
Strange stones, aren't they?
You think there's a stone for everyone down here?
You think I care?
Thank you for your extremely helpful input on that one, Zephyr.
How about this?
Like, legitimate philosophical question with ramifications that might affect our lives. Boring. I did not successfully break his gauge. Alright, because I've done it in this order, I'll have to Zephyr last, which is probably fine, really. These heavy armored tanks aren't exactly quick on the draw. Oh, they're like shoving each other around, I love it. I have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, this might actually be good for me.
This way.
That's not exactly what I wanted. And took more damage than I had anticipated. I was hoping to cross back with Zephyr and do a triangle that wouldn't have me running into them quite so much. Well, we can do it this way with her to lead, and if she breaks off all those parts, she might just, like, recover a ton of health. Core has like way less health than I would expect, doesn't it? Yeah, it seems like it. Oof.
I can read your every move.
Easy target?
Too slow. Eat this.
There we go.
I love these things. I just really like their animations. I feel like this one should be making some like goofy cartoony noise because it like lost all its weapons. It's just like, hey, Critwitch, welcome to the stream. I'm shooting this weird Jeep creature. How are you doing? 19, 16. You kill him.
You're going down.
Hooray! Dark blue room? There's no prizes in here, right? This thing is actually like way more straightforward in layout than I remember. Not just the straight line thing, just like I kind of thought this mine also had those boxes that like the Dakota vein had a bunch of that were really annoying.
Poor unlucky bastards.
He says he did a research paper that was supposed to be 15 pages on Resonance of Fate, but did 20. On the effects of adoption being orphaned on children and adolescents. Interesting take. What an interesting thing to like analyze this particular story for. Like it's definitely a major element of the story, but it's not something I think of as being like central to the story. Try to get a hat? I got his hat. Ow. 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 This machine gun is much better than the other machine guns.
Fools.
Fools. Okay, let's do... I don't think the exact positioning matters much. I don't know why it's even possible to target whatever that was. We're gonna try and get the other dude airborne, but then the tank moved position and was in my way. Once you get all the, like, shooting parts off the tank, it poses considerably less of a threat. And if I kill it, then it won't be blocking my triangles. So I'm gonna run this way, jump, and have Zephyr try to scratch it to death. That'll do it. It's interesting. It has enough health to be, like, a pretty sizable experience point jump, but, like, not to be an obstacle to the machine gun at our current level and layout. Guns, guns, guns.
Too slow.
There's a box in here. What do you think it is? Single escape pegs? Ruin and Raffle has PTSD. Of course they do. The entire world is traumatic. Of course everyone's constantly suffering from PTSD. Pew. Ooh, there's multiple boxes. We could get a single escape hex and a single escape hex. Whee! Less efficient than walking to it. Don't care. Electro grenade. I'm getting the impression the game wants me to use electro grenades on Gelsey. Could be wrong about that. Don't think I'm wrong about that. Ooh, adapter foregrip. And escape. Hey, cool. No one spawned in here. That's a present. That's why they call it today. Wait.
Poor unlucky bastards.
And he's like, really? Oh, actually, this is a great contrast. So, like, yesterday, if you saw yesterday's stream, we had, like, a similar level of difficult enemies. We had, like, Dwellists instead of the missile tank, whatever those are called. And we had, like, gangsters instead of these, like, Gelsey guards. But, generally speaking, we had, like, similar enemy types and, like, level of enemy difficulty. But the Dakota Vein, where we were previously, had these, like, really, like, constricted layouts with, like, lots of elevated areas that kept you from running in straight lines and, like, made your strategization kind of difficult. And, like, by contrast, here, like, these rooms feel real easy to me. I mean, certainly I'm a slightly higher level than I was there, but, like, even with, like, the low enemy levels before, it was, like, a huge hassle to like, fight some fairly basic battles. I appreciate the sword guy, like, not doing anything. The trading montage in the mines paid off. I mean, I guess you could say it was us preparing for these mines, which are also mines. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my health! Oh, jeez! What would you say Leanne's current, like, not scratched health total is? What do you think? Like 15? It's my guess. I don't actually know if there's a way to check that exact number. It's not a statistic that usually matters all that much. I do kind of wish the placement of the tank was different, but if I'm good, I can work around this. Now, the problem is, not good. Also targeting the wrong thing. Ah! Alright, I got totally hosed there, so I might have to restart the combat. I got too distracted by targeting the wrong enemy. I'm just gonna retry this room. Which was, of course, my own doing, let's be real. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that that wasn't. But, like, that was just some unfortunate tank placement. I do stand by the fact that these layouts are relatively easy, and I don't know. The only thing that makes this difficult at all is that their damage output's pretty good, and that they always just, like, mono-target whoever goes first. Like, everyone completely gangs up on that character. So it puts, like, a certain, like, clock on your efforts to, like, set up a triangle or something. Hi, Tech, welcome to the stream. How are you on this Saturday? 220 graze it. As I explained earlier, wow, that's just, like, a lot of damage, is what that is. Maybe because it's already fired, I can actually get an attempt to do the thing I wanted to do last time, but I'm pretty skeptical. Can I break its gauge? If I break its gauge, I'm fine. That's better than last time. It's just that, like, Zephyr's in the worst place. It's the same problem I had before. Okay, step 1. Remove every limb. Step 2. Extremely kill it. Do as much damage as you can, Leanne. Alright. Hey, it's Zephyr's turn. Weird. Run as fast as you can, Gelsey's Fencer. The Glock tolls for thee. I'd like for you to stop shooting my Leanne. Maybe instead of targeting the dead battery across the room, you could target the threatening enemy. It's a thought. Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy now. Demolition, I'm sorry you're having such internet problems. Always get scratch damage full when it matters, like absolutely none at all. Alright, now it's time for Big Chowder himself. No, wait. This is the one. Oh, hey, look! Gold box. Single escape hex. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Okay. Hi.
What have we here? Slipped past my guards, did you? Not bad.
Yeah, I snuck right past him.
Wait, let me guess. God choose you too?
Something like that. And it's never good to side against him. Surrender now. Make this easy.
But that makes us brothers! Why not rule the world together? Send Chandelier crashing down.
He talks a good game.
Right? Right?
Nah. Sounds like too much work to me. We'll just take you out, collect the bounty, and call it a day.
Ah, so. My grandma would put me on her knee, and this is what she used to say. people without a heart had no right to live. So now you know.
That's hardest.
What about your grandpa?
Who cares?
The funny thing about that is, like, that's like reverse dramatic irony. Like, Zephyr has, like, no
What of
reason.
victors was it? How the mighty have fallen.
Not so low as you.
Something tells me he's trouble.
Yeah. Be careful.
I don't like the sound of that.
Like, Zephyr has no reason to, like, know about that joke that they set up about his grandma and his grandpa. And yet he makes that joke anyway. Oh my god, Gelsey Run. I forgot about the glory of the Gelsey Run.
Do you like older men?
My dad was an older man, and I like him.
Interesting. You make a better dog than a soldier.
And you make a better corpse.
Does this battle have, like, the most battle-specific dialogue clips in it of anything in the
Where's your
game?
family, boy?
Where are your friends,
feel like it might.
man? Straight to hell. Too slow.
So Victor died because his men failed him?
And your men died because you failed them.
Unidentified drum, huh?
What made you leave the army?
Break his gauge! There it is.
Someone should send you back to boot camp. Doing it, guys in school.
Stop it! Stop hitting me with your sword!
I'm my own man.
Hat, please, and thank you.
For a closer look.
Oh, no, that was Gelsey. He just started running the other way. I thought he was gonna, like, get in close and threaten me.
Once or twice with this one.
Don't you believe in fairy tales? Happiness can only come from within.
Rubbish like that belongs in fairy tales.
Full bezels. But part of me wants to cross again, but that makes an awkward triangle. He's like right in the middle, even though like Zephyr's starting position's a little weird. I think this should be fine. I don't know if we'll kill him outright. I like that he's gauge broken.
Here goes.
Did you think a girl would be an easy target?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna blow myself up. It's like threatening to shoot through that barrel.
Timed it. The ammo's gonna go a lot further now.
How about this?
Ooh, I broke his gauge, that's fun.
You're a pretty sharp dresser yourself.
God, all his animations are just like wild.
I'm working here.
Man, I gotta tell you, I remember finding Gelsey to be like an incredibly difficult fight. And like,
Come on, hit!
this has felt very basic during this playthrough. I think that's supposed to be a testament to like how much I've improved at this game over time. But like, dang.
Tougher than you look.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Grandma tell you that too?
You're hard to miss. I can read your every move.
Like, I remember, I think in our first recorded playthrough, Tech and I had to like play Gelsey like 20 times or something. Lagerfield has a lot of dialogue. That is true, isn't it? Got him airborne for good measure. Hero gauge?
Looks like you
Ugh.
still got some catching up to do.
That's not right. Everything's getting real dark. Grandma, that you? Hey, Grandpappy too? Where you been hiding all this time?
The cartoonish thud as his body bounces to the ground while saying that is an interesting juxtaposition. What was that effect?
Oh, you just missed the fun. Come all this way to pat us on the back?
Just give him a
Women
kiss.
and children helping you?
Zephyr and Leanne.
Technically, just one of each.
They're actually tougher than they look.
Zephyr and Leanne, you say?
What have we here?
Whoa. Hard to believe that all of this is quartz.
It's like stars in the sky.
Hey, I
There's
think that
more
piece
holes
is
than a
the fault.
beehive.
There.
How would you notice that? The ceiling's very high up.
How sad. It seems like such a waste. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Rosebud.
They getting themselves into trouble?
Careful. That's more delicate than glass, young lady. More fragile than any jewel. And sharper than a razor.
Are we doing riddles
You sound
now?
like an expert.
I am. My work revolves around it.
Oh, the sun. I got it. It was the sun.
You're not a little girl anymore.
What?
What a creepy thing to say without context.
I hope you find your own star of the heavens someday.
Thank you.
I think. Yeah, here's a tip to all you out there in
Take
viewerland.
good care of the girl.
Basically, never say to a woman that she's not a little girl anymore. Like, that's just always gonna come across uncomfortable, I think. Like, as a parent, you could maybe get away with it if she's your daughter, but, like, I'd still, like, probably don't. Is there anything cool in here? Just that one unidentified drum. I mean, we can't very well leave without identifying it. It was a dust drum. That's a good point, Neko. His sunglasses probably gave him superpowers to detect the quartz falling before the naked human eye could otherwise. So here's the thing. I mean, like, we could definitely use a single escape hex here. But, like, the more the game goes on, and the more times I play it, I really feel like the game is balanced such that, like, you are encouraged to backtrack through the dungeon. Like, you certainly can escape hex, but then I feel like you just end up having to level grind more. Does anyone disagree with that? I feel strongly about this. Like, even now, I'm having a better understanding of, like, why they give single escape hex in every dungeon. Like, it just feels to me like I shouldn't do that. I feel like it's way less interesting to, like, just do a generic level grind than to just, like, play back through the dungeon. Ow. Give me your hat. Now I'm gonna break your gauge, maybe. Darn.
Time to put you down.
Ow! No, I think I'm gonna send Zephyr on a mission. Hello, Highway Hunter!
I've saved Gelsey once or twice with this.
You know, once you've killed Gelsey, it feels extra weird that, like, all the guys here are, like, Gelsey hunters who say, I've saved Gelsey once or twice with this one. It's like, yeah, but, like, you didn't this time, so... Yeah, that's how I feel Cotillion. Like, the main time I feel incentivized to use an escape hex is when, for story reasons, I only have, like, 2 characters, and it makes general gameplay, like, less interesting and effective. Ineffectual bonus shot. The enemy placement on being on the opposite side of this room from when we got here makes it even easier, I will say. Because the highway hunters' movements were more predictable. Pressing left and the stick's going right. Woo!
Poor unlucky bastards.
This one was a little tough. I imagine it's going to be roughly the same difficulty going the other way. Yeah, I wanted to do a cool thing where I, like, had Leanne go the other way, and then Zephyr would cross last, but it didn't pan out last time. Let's see what, like, the traditional triangle strategy does for us. I feel like I've gotten a lot better over time about, like, basic, like, triangles and hero action planning and gameplay. Like, I have, like, a solid generic game plan, and then I think the next level is, like, being able to react when enemies, like, move to weird positions and stuff. Which I think I've actually always been a little better at than my basic gameplay. This feels like it's going to be better. Yes, let's do it this way. Then someone jump and shoot it. Hit it, please? Alright, this is actually really annoying now. Hit it? Okay. Oh my god. That one limb. Still one. Awkward time for a level up. In the middle of someone else's turn. At least we recovered all our health, but that was a really annoying tri-attack. Oh, I see. The other one absorbed all that scratch damage, and that's why that ended up being really stupid. It's mostly fun, I think. Let's just make sure this one dies. I think I got it. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad I'm out of range of that battery. That doesn't appear to be dead, after all. It exploded? The other ones exploded? It's like the end of combat, so I'm less likely to notice, but I didn't feel like they were exploding. Without one of them to absorb damage for the other, repeatedly, this should probably be enough. Phew. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's proper explosion. Also, killing those types of enemies, I feel like you get decent crafting parts. So, like, it's kind of worth doing some extra battles with them. By doing the backtrack. Doing the time warp again, as it were. They wanted to break that gauge.
Time to put you down.
Ow, ow. I think I like this position, even though it's a little awkward.
Too late.
Got a couple hats.
Once or twice with this one.
Ah, we got help for this. Okay, 3 points. I wonder if she could take another round, because if I move Zephyr, this all ends up being a lot better. I don't think I need to. Yes, face me, fool.
You don't want to miss this.
Get scratched. Darn. Not fully scratched.
You picked a fight with a wall.
Wish you were dead.
That rude limb absorbed a lot of that damage. Ow. You think you can recover all that scratch damage, huh? I don't think I agree with you. It's catching up in levels. I'm still gonna have her do extra damage where I can find it. Alright, that was like a no points try. Thought I had like 2. Hey buddy, I got a present. It's like a lifetime supply of machine gun bullets. By which I mean, it's all the machine gun bullets you're gonna see for the rest of your life.
Would it kill them to leave something a little nicer for us?
No, but it will kill them that I literally killed them, I think. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any boxes along the way, but I'm pretty sure I got everything out of the dungeon.
Shouldn't take long.
Let's go for a classic opening gauge break gambit. 16 times multiplier on gauge break, and yet no luck. Okay, I want that plow. Okay. Yeah, this will probably work. Jump?
We'll take that line down.
Jump? Hey, I finally broke his game. Vashron landed in the middle of the explosion. I presume, however, that he did not look at the explosion. He probably knows better than to do that. Whee!
This is gonna be a lopsided slaughter.
There. How about this?
got him! That one, I got him.
I've saved Gelsey once or twice with this one.
So hard on the end. Both us and the enemies. I like the fencer just standing there stupidly, not even like trying to get close to someone. He's like, let's see how this triangle plays out.
You shouldn't make fun.
I'm no math magician.
How about this?
Shoot him many, many times. Let's see if I can shoot him apart, or if I'll have to use my 1-point triangle.
I can read your every move. Long live Gelsey!
I wonder what this game would be like if the enemy was also able to, like, utilize tri-attacks, and, like, you could predict that they were going to try and, like, move into triangle patterns, and you'd have to, like, predict and adapt to that. That could be really interesting, or it could be really garbage. And then the last room's empty, right? I remember that being weird.
You picked a fight with all girls. There. How about this?
I didn't notice that fencer on the way in. Speaking of fencers, hey fencer, how's it going?
Hired thugs.
Did he just say hired thugs? What is he? Why? Why did he just say hired thugs? I don't understand. That's a really weird thing to say. Whether or not he himself is a hired thug, that feels like a weird thing to say. I guess he's calling us hired thugs? Do I really consider that, like, a derogatory term? Also, I feel like he and I are roughly equally hired thugs.
Nothing like death to make you feel alive.
Lousy skull.
I like that he did a jump and slide when the enemy was already dead. He's like, I know I'm just showing off, but like sometimes you just gotta show off, you know?
Now we're talking.
Stupid Lynn.
Hit.
You don't want to miss this.
I think I got him. Hey, buddy.
Where's the fun in that?
Would have killed him to leave something a little nicer
Yeah,
for us.
some energy hexes. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of those. I think I thought I was one room further in. I was expecting this room to be empty and also the exit, but it is neither of those things. Gelsey's gunman. Yeah, I don't mind as much getting close to Gelsey's gunman intentionally.
So long. How about this? You picked a That is better than you just. Now we're talking.
Dog. I mean, this one doesn't have any fencers. That's slightly less dangerous. That's reason to target dog instead of man. Do you think hot dog or chili dog is man's best friend? We'll assume for the sake of argument that only one can be best, even if both are good friends to man. I don't think that dog's gonna get close to anyone this turn. I shot him really far away and broke his gauge. Let's just see where this gets us. Ugh, the limbs! The limbs on these guys! Can you believe it? This is a terrible use of my time.
How's this?
Probably that one thing.
I'm working here.
Pew 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 pew.
Stars above, guide me.
Yeah, something like this ought to be fine. I think chili dog is just extra insulated hot dog Neko. But like, chili dog has like hat and tie. Doesn't hot dog mostly just have like saber and like weird like front mounted camera or something? I don't even know what that is. I thought I was going to fully scratch him and have a shot at scratching the other gentleman. Didn't exactly work out.
Oh, yeah.
What have we here?
You picked a fight.
Avenge me.
You know, there's a lot of the like enemy dying dialogue that feels just like really genuinely tragic. Like, someone avenge me. And then having it like contrasted against jackpot feels a little weird. Unnecessary jump. Sometimes you gotta show off, you know? You know what I mean? If you think about it, chili dog is just a hot dog with extra toppings. Take off the hat and tie and you got a hot dog. You know what, nigga? That's a really solid argument. I cede the round to you. I think we can both accept as granted that fedora and tie are toppings. Hey, I currently still remember that I have dolls to turn. I don't think that'll last until we get to Apple City.
You picked a fight.
I also don't really remember what most of the prizes for turning into dolls are. I also don't remember if they are specific to the doll you turn in or based more on quantity of overall dolls turned in. Pretty sure it's one of those. I think this is a job for Molotov Cocktail, don't you?
It's all about having the right tool for the job. See right through. Just when I thought I couldn't possibly get any better.
Why so dirty?
That wasn't much harder than target practice.
I'd say I'm doing slightly better about regulating grenade damage than normal. I expected. I went into this with high hopes for myself. I was like, yeah, this time we'll remember to do it. But it's like it doesn't come supernaturally. It does, however, come supernaturally, as in order to be good at it, it requires like supernatural ability. I'll leave floor 12 alone for now. I could do it, but then I'll just not have hexes. Nice, Bunny. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Or, let's see. What's the actual time difference in hours again? It's like 10 or something? I'm just making that up. I don't actually know. Basically, it's like... No, it's still like early morning, right? .30. Okay, so that's like... It's like 9-ish hours? Yeah. Okay, I wasn't that far off. With my, like, completely made-up random guess. Ah, anime. You are here with a glass of milk and knockoff brand or... Oh, wait, are they Hydrox? Do you have Hydrox anime? I remember Hydrox. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, right? I have a plan. Step 1, don't have grenades equipped. Step 2, run away.
This isn't worth getting killed over.
Do your off-brand Oreos have any writing on them, anime? Ice Bunny of the future. I routinely tell my friends on the East Coast that they are in the future and ask them how the future is. Okay, I feel like if they don't have writing on them, they're probably not Hydrox. I think Hydrox have the name stamped on them, unless that's changed in the like 10 years it's been since I had a Hydrox. Hydrox are like the sort of Oreos that you can buy at like a dollar store. I'm not surprised that 9 hours in the future is not drastically improved from now. I'll say this, this week in particular I have like a free day off. I forget if I talked about this on stream at all. At Christmas, they did 2 things for us in lieu of being able to do normal Christmas things the company has done in the past, which involved a party and some other stuff. One, they gave us $100 like Visa gift cards that are notoriously difficult to redeem and use, which I still have to do that. And 2, they gave us a free day off that had to be used by the end of February. And my January was like way too busy to take time off. And then I tried to take time off earlier this month, and it like didn't work out. And then it's just like, well, I guess it's another 3-day weekend for Vasco. Yes, Hydrox are essentially the butter thumbs of Oreos. But there was definitely a time in my life, I don't remember when or how or why, but it was like all in on Hydrox. I'm gonna use another Molotov cocktail and see how this goes. Hey, friend. Nice. I do particularly enjoy kicking the grenade directly into their face and having them explode. What are butter thumbs? Okay, so you may have heard of the show Sabrina the Teenage Witch, not the gritty Netflix reboot, but like the original 90s sitcom. In it, there was a specific episode that I don't remember the entire plot to, but as with many things, if you've watched our YouTube videos for a long time, you will know that I like to make specific references, and I'm inclined to remember very specific things. There is some episode where, like, her magical witch aunts, like, explain to her that you can't, like, conjure using magic any, like, name brand thing. So I think it was, like, a Halloween episode or something, and she, like, tried to conjure candy, and, like, she was tremendously disappointed to find, she's like, what is all of this? Like, Snackers? N&N's? Butter Thumbs? Instead of, like, Snickers, M&M's, and Butterfinger. So, like, essentially it was like, they couldn't make a name brand thing, but you could make, like, a knockoff, like a quasi-reasonable facsimile. But, so sometimes I will use the shorthand of, like, Butter Thumbs being, I think, the best of the 3 fake candy names. As, like, this isn't quite the thing I wanted. It's Sad Daniel. Ah, you've brought a doll by. Would you be willing to part with it then? Give him the doll? No, I want to use it for something weird. Oh, thank you. I'm sure my granddaughter will love it. This is for you. Please take it. Scattershot Sub-Barrel. Ooh, isn't Scattershot Sub-Barrel, like, extremely bad? Because, like, it's the snub Sub-Barrel that's the one you sometimes want. Hey, smash grenades are good. Any grenade that does, like, a small amount of direct damage is helpful. If you find any more dolls out there, give them to me, the totally normal shopkeeper. Don't worry, I'll make it worth your while. Wait, do I have to, like, leave and come back? Because, like, I'm fairly certain I have another doll. Didn't I, like, get one? Oh, no, he gave me 2 prizes, so he took both of my dolls at the same time. Got it. Okay, so let's take a look at the things we can tinker with before we save. Don't first aid. Why can I even make first aid? Okay. Wait, do the different tinkerers make different stuff? Because, like, the tinkerer on the lower floor was, like, could, like, make different,
Come again.
like, clip extenders and stuff. I thought they were the same. Are they actually different? I might need to worry about that. Papa Gremlin, give me like $5 US. $3. Curses. By the way, we're coming up on a new chapter. Who should we be for that chapter? Last vote was Vacheron. Apparently Hunter ranked up. Expander Sub-Barrel. Alright, we got stuff. So, I don't have, like, a lot of... Ooh. Wow, look at that Scattershot Sub-Barrel. Oh boy! Look at that one! Oh boy! That is quite the object. You scrap that for something good? It's terrible. So I get the adapter foregrip. That's a real good prize. The adapter handguard's a decent prize. Expander Sub-Barrel. I don't think I have anything to use that yet, but that's a pretty good prize. Which of these is the one that's good at gauge breaks? HP breakage, the auto. Okay. Okay, let's remove regular foregrip and add... I guess that's not actually a great use for it right now, because it will probably be much easier to fit, oh my god, these adapter parts, or I guess they're the grip subset of parts. They're just, it's quite a thing. So like, didn't I get... Oh, I thought one of those parts I got was like a thing that fits on the back. Oh, we got a poll. Thank you, Cotillion. It's really funny. Last time, I think the first vote was like Leanne, and then you put up the poll, and there were 0 votes for Leanne. I was like, how did that happen? I guess I really can't use these things to do all that much upgrading. Let me check, though. So the adapter foregrip is +5, +3. And if I do what I had before, which was +3, +2, +2, +1. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just, like, less useful than what I have equipped now. But if we look at regular foregrip, oh, that's +6, +3, so that's technically better. Weird. But something we can do... Oh no, the cool part I have is like an X connector? Not you, you. Yeah, so I need better stuff to use that like at all. Don't I? No. You. Yeah, because those are T connectors. X connectors are things on the front of barrels, right? Yeah, I guess I can't do that much here. Alright, well, I made like one mild upgrade.
My original theory was that long ago, our ancestors constructed
Straight quotation mark, take a drink.
In Scripture, God was a being that ruled over the life and death of all things.
He was also a clock. He was definitely always a clock.
Perhaps the girl is an exceptional case.
I know you're like reading in your head, but you're kind of reading like way out loud.
Or there's some other system we haven't discovered yet.
Maybe in like the Zenith Old Testament, God was a sundial.
After being brought before God, the hand that guides man will be returned to him. Resurrection. This can't be right. Even if there were such a system, it would have nothing to do with us.
There's so much text on that page, it's almost just colored in black.
If of the girl's existence, my position is compromised. You ask too much. A man cannot live if he loses more than 2 liters of blood. I must
That sounds like quitter talk. You're very mad if I don't use Leanne. Oh yeah, that's true. We have a 2-character chapter, huh? That is a little awkward. Thanks to the next chapter. No, because I want to save here first. I want to do a safety save like I did for the end of chapter 4, I think it was. Let's advance the chapter and see if we're good. I'm gonna guess no, but maybe yes. I got a trophy. Save your progress. No, we're fine.
Ah! Help me! Ha 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 ha! What foul pit did you crawl out of? You've nothing to fear, though it cost me my life. I, Cardinal Pater, bearer of the celestial jewel, will save you.
It's weird that he says that.
Bam! Ha ha ha! Judgment meted.
Oh, Peter, you're my hero.
This is freaking incredible!
Love him. Love him. The first date.
etc., etc. Request Miss Leanne to escort me on an inspection of my designated region.
I beg your
All
pardon?
members of your group need not accompany. What's that about?
Don't you see? On the surface, it's an ordinary job offer. But underneath, a top-tier client has requested the most popular companion at our escort service. You.
Do we have to paint the flower
I
again?
never signed up for this.
But you're our most popular escort.
Please stop saying that.
You make $1 million for the first 2 hours, and $2 million each hour after that.
Forget it.
There's nothing to worry about. We run a safe, clean
I
establishment.
wonder if you could have,
No
like, a
physical
coffee in
contact.
both
If he
hands.
tries
Is that
to
even
fight,
possible?
We'll have proof of everything right here on film.
Oh boy.
Of course, it wouldn't hurt if you egged him on a little, Leanne. Flash him some skin, huh? Sound like a plan?
No, it does not.
This is your first solo job. Let's give it some gusto.
She's not alone. She's got the BFF.
All right, you ready? Come on, time for us to hit the road.
You're serious.
Oh, it's her first job. We need to trail her and see how she does.
The nature of this
Think I
job
don't
makes
see
little
that camera
sense.
You're holding?
Read Pater's letter. I don't remember that being an option. So he says the object of the mission is to play escort, but a blind person could see he just wants a date here. He even specified her outfit. Come in the clothes you were wearing when we first met. I like that they both have different reactions to that. Ashrod says, this is getting juicy, and Zephyr says, what a weirdo. Well, I guess we're using Zephyr, and we'll bring Leanne out afterwards. So... should probably switch weapons. I like that it still highlights the PDW as, like, the new one, even though I've been using it for some time now. Can't really afford to bring item box, usually. Do I have... I think I want Toxicity Shield. I want to say that there's, like, poison enemies in Patertopolis. Do I dual wield? How far off am I to just do that outright? Like, pretty far still, right? Oh, no. Well, I guess that's fine then. I should just give them both scratch damage weapons. You know what would be really funny? Is if I gave them both machine guns and I give, like, one of them the item box or the magazine case, and then just gave the other one grenades, and used the grenades as the only direct damage. That, however, seems like a really terrible idea. Wait, the Pater wallpaper on Steam has his drawings? I thought it was just, like, showcasing him and the Glory of the Love Me shirt. That's pretty good. I think an enormous bee just drove by on a motorcycle. I don't know if you heard that. Shall we hunt? A water beast gone dry. Which mission is that? Oh, grass yetis. Right. Grass yetis, right. A certain hunter found a certain something in a certain location, but because they had no interest in it, they simply left it there. Well, I am interested, and I do want it. Details will be provided when we meet in person. Someone may poach it if I write the details here. Ooh, telephoto lens. Ooh. What are the parameters for her mission? Oh wait, that's super easy, isn't it? I like skimmed, you know, like I've played through this game a bunch, so like I have been skimming the walkthrough at various times to just sort of streamline the streaming process. And so I think her mission is just turn in like fabric scraps, which since I like backtrack my way through dungeons and such, I imagine I probably have those. They're like a common drop. I don't remember from what enemy type though. I started work on a new outfit, but after hemming and hawing, I noticed I ran short of materials. Can I ask you to find some fabric scraps, like 80? Sure. Oh. Goodness, you've collected them already? That's really weird. I wonder what you do in your spare time. Finally got an idea I can work with, too. I'll get to work right away. You can expect great things from my new creations. Cool. Equip. Elemental protector. I think I want that.
Huh.
Once chandelier eggheads show up, that's it. That mine's over for good. There's nobody that can argue against them sealing a place up. It's chandelier we're talking about. You just gotta go home and cry yourself to sleep. I feel like that is the exact same thing he said like 2 chapters ago, which feels odd. Okay, let's do... Let's go to Patertopolis. Oh, you know what? Let me spend some hexes to get a couple more energy stations. I think I might want one on floor... What is that? 6? I think that's 6. I think 5 is the one with the,
Hey there.
Forest of Idols on it. Any ones that would be better for me to do? No, red is obviously the best one. Okay. And I think I would like to do a save before I go down there. This is actually news to me, EV Point Master. I didn't know that you could, like, barter things like Steam extras. Hey, Shifty Owl, I didn't see you come in. Welcome. How you doing? It's 2:20, so you must graze it. This is what I've discovered. Let's save here. Chapter 8. Got it. Okay. I like straight up didn't even know that was an option.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last bunch.
Yes, keep turning slowly towards me. I broke that one guy's gauge. Second there, I was worried he wasn't going to finish that action and scratch him up. I didn't get that guy's hat. I wanted it. This has me feeling like I'm close to the appropriate level, which is reassuring. Doesn't mean that the dungeon will be easy, necessarily. Got his hat. I finally got it. Oh, I didn't realize I got that bonus shot. I looked over at chat and didn't even realize I was, like, vying for that.
Time to die.
It's fine. Like, we're gonna be fine. Don't worry. Gun is so loud. That's how you know its power. As we all know, heat induces royalty, and thus toast is king.
The way I like.
My goodness. Look at all that traffic. Yeah, see, someone insisted to me earlier that I can only ever put a colored hex next to a colored hex. And that's definitely not 100% accurate. I can put this here. Do I care about anything in particular? No. Maybe I should check one thing. There's like not... There's like thoroughfare this far out, but not basically any further, huh? Well, could put one there. Would I rather have a hex here or by the elevator? I think I'd rather have it by the elevator. Why do we only have two guys this time? Because Leanne got hired to go on a escort date with Pater, at Patertopolis. So we have to sneak past all of his guards so we can take illicit photos. Which I believe does mean that this is also the mission with the most tragic of outcomes. I think I'm going to put this here. And save over that Chapter 8 save. I should probably do all of these, I think is correct. Let's fight. I mean, this looks very similar to the previous one, which wasn't like a huge problem, so that's good. Oh my god, that was terrible shooting, Vacheron. Like a third of those shots just went directly to the ground for like seemingly no reason at all. Shoot him. Yeah. Oh my god, he's so close. Kill him. It's like super unnecessary. I can't believe I didn't get his hat bezel. That's just rude. At that point, I feel like I should just be given it. I wonder if there's like an obvious like rate at which machine gun damage like scales per level, where it's sort of like if he's twice your level, then you need your entire like charge rigs to fill his scratch gauge. Something. Probably. I mean, different enemies have different like maximum HP values, if nothing else, so it probably doesn't work that way. But there might be, like, a general rule that applies.
Would it kill them to leave something a little...
Anyway, we seem to be a sufficient level that we can just sort of run back and forth and kill everyone at our leisure. That's the real takeaway here. The sound of the entire clip, like, unloading in one instant is upsetting.
That wasn't so hard.
What did he just say? My babe? That'll do, pig.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last bunch.
I think this will be more or less annoying than the previous iteration with the junk mimics. I'm not totally sure. Why me would make sense. Am I ready for a party in the front and the back? I don't know, man. Party's a tall order in 2021. I'll say that. Whee! Yeah, I don't think the junk mimics, like, add enough damage for them to really be, like, a measurable threat. All they really do is, like, add more opportunities for bezels that aren't entirely necessary, but are welcome, I suppose. Is that junk mimic holding a screwdriver? I guess that's supposed to be their gun. It's like a Luger. But, like, at a certain angle, it kind of looks like he's just holding a screwdriver.
You're gonna swim in your own
It's interesting that they are gradually accumulating damage, but again, I just don't think the rate is fast enough. It should probably just indicate that, like, we are roughly the correct level for where we're at in the game. Just made coffee. Nice, Neko. I assume it wasn't Depresso, the sad coffee. Got double airborne off that. Nice. Man, getting an HD look at these guys up close is not great. You know, like, once it's down to the mimics, I can, like, completely outclass the damage they're dealing to me. Oh, wow, I was gonna say, like, there's no way it's gonna deal, like, real damage, and then I got scratch damage full for the lulz. Pew. Pew.
I look at an enemy and all I see is a wad of cash.
You made a jiggly mountain covered in chocolate on top of your coffee? Oh no, you're right. I am gonna get an HD look at the bottomless chaps.
Won't take much to beat these into submission.
Ooh, this will probably be more annoying than the others. At least in the last one. I'm gonna preserve one of the barrels for bezel's sake, although I don't think it's really necessary. I appreciate that shot. That's a good shot. That's like if I was to be in this combat situation, I'd be like, got it! Bang! Literally just shot a wall. Just doing that as a test to see how much of my... like, how many of my charge rings essentially I needed to fill his gauge, and it's most of them. It is most of them. So I really should just probably spend my turn doing this. Broke his gauge pretty good there. You know, the wall has not ended up being as much of an obstacle as I expected. This does not actually seem to be as difficult as the previous one. Guns, guns, guns. I broke that one Mimic's gauge once or twice. Alright, we should be fine. In case we need, like, 3 bezels, I can kill that one man. These guys, on the other hand, have, like, much lower health, and I don't have to spend my whole turn on an individual one. I don't know if yeah, it didn't feel like guy's good. What did walls ever do to me? I'm just saying I would be bad. The point of that fake story is like, I would be bad at guns in combat situations. I'm so bad at actually hitting those when I'm trying. You'd think after all the time I've spent playing this game I'd be better. When I don't need them, though, A+. This does level these characters a little overly in, but I am expecting the dungeon to be difficult. So while I don't want to do a bunch of the missions from this chapter without her, I think it's fun to, like, take on these, and hopefully we'll be about the right level. That is my express purpose, at least. These ones are a little time-consuming, admittedly. Is it really possible to hold a gun in each hand? You'd think the scientists would have, like, figured that out by now if you could do it, right? The little chime when you get a bezel back is nice. That's some good, real basic, like, human experience design. You're just like, ah, good, a nice noise, because I got points. Nope, that was the one I wanted to target, and yet... Ah, targeting system. Always decided at random whether pressing right will choose the next target to the right or something immediately behind you. Nice scratch damage full. Break this one's gauge too. Done. And some of them definitely just continue to make like inside of barrel noises when the barrel is long gone. Screw that one in particular. I scratched him fully for no particular reason. Now we'll attempt to break this one's gauge.
You gotta sit back and take it. You're hard to miss. Too late for regrets.
Getting like slightly better about like retargeting and doing things a little more efficiently.
That was assisted suicide.
But to like really get good, like you have to just think beyond what I normally
I hope you put
do.
up a better fight than the last bunch.
Mid-hero action stuff is just so tricky because you have such a limited time. You really want to do something that like maximizes your activity, but like if you make a wrong step, like targeting the wrong thing mid-action, like it backfires like so hard for like no reason. I do feel like I'm doing a relatively good job of managing levels. Being like mid-40s at this point in the game seems like higher than I would expect. I've never been good at remembering like level tiers in RPGs for almost anything.
You want some more?
Break the Mimic's gauge. I'm enjoying watching my health go up and down. Because, like, I'll do a hero action and, like, mostly recover my health, and then I'll take a bunch of damage, and then we just repeat until everyone is dead. I tell you what, if we weren't, like, mostly or entirely filling everyone's HP gauge with scratch damage, like, in a single hero action, this would definitely be a much more annoying situation. So, like, I can imagine this being very difficult. Despite the fact that it has mostly been going pretty well.
Take that! The ammo's gonna go a lot further now. Don't move a muscle! I'm working here!
Come on.
Game over.
Get him. Yeah, we did it. We got him. I'm pleased that I'm reaching a point where, like, scratch damage full, like, happens at all. Although, if I remember correctly, Vacheron excels at that particular stat, I think. I think that's correct. So it might just be that, more than anything else. Ooh, picked up a blue energy head. Actually, I could probably do this, right? Am I bad enough, dude?
Don't move a muscle.
I think that'll be enough. Roughly. Probably could have done another one on the first one, but that should be plenty. No gauge breaks this time, which is interesting. See if we can get one on this guy. It's real close. Nah. Let's not jump. I want to see if we can get him airborne for comedy's sake. Oh, that would have been good.
Class act, start to finish.
One more and then dungeon.
Gets messy.
It's actually better to start with Vacheron, not that this has mattered all that much. Just sort of means you spend like 2 hero actions killing the first guy instead of 3. Just been using it to like collect bezels and like break off the armor from the mimics. Yeah, I mean, same overall effect. This is definitely slightly better.
Never gets old.
I love watching them like slowly turn when you jump directly over them. They're like, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Vacheron. No, target this one. I do like these open battlefields where you can kind of just go ham, even if you don't have tri-attacks like in this instance. Like, I appreciate the complexity that some of those other ones add to the game when there's like walls and raised areas and stuff, but like sometimes you just want like a classic, straightforward room. Yeah, broke his gauge twice apparently.
Who do you think you're messing with? That was your last.
A weird slowdown in the middle of that attack. Also, if it had targeted the correct one, I might have gotten a little more scratch damage in, but I probably wouldn't have filled the gauge either way.
Game over. You want some more?
You want some of this?
I think we got him.
There we go.
Oh, that's rude. Nicholas says you got the Pater wallpaper, but apparently Steam items call him Peter. That's just wrong. I mean, it's literally just wrong, but it's also, like, spiritually wrong.
Keep this up. We should.
That's like autocorrect on your phone. Clearly, I was not talking about ducking. Alright, I did all those. Hooray, go me. It took, apparently, roughly 22 minutes. I feel like you just gotta do those encounters, you know?
This area is strictly off limits. Go
Social
on.
distancing.
I don't want any trouble.
Box opening gesture me. There's something subtle that I appreciate about, like, Zephyr, like, following Vacheron's lead there. But it's also funny to me that, like, the game sort of assumes that they would both use, like, both be wielding a single handgun coming here. It's like, that feels like a losing strategy in virtually any dungeon. Did Zephyr have to use his gun sideways, or was he trying to look cool? Because I'm pretty sure it was the second. Ooh, not as good as I wanted. I feel like that should have been a little better. Gauge break. One thing I've definitely gotten a lot better about through multiple playthroughs of this game and whatnot is, like, it sounds stupid, but just, like, basic targeting choices. Like, knowing who to attack when. I think I used to have, like, a really bad habit of just, like, wanting to target the boss first. Like, in many normal RPGs. But, like, usually the thing you want to do is, like, kill most or all of the ads while setting up a desirable triangle, and then spend all your resonance points, like, attacking the boss. And, like, gauge breaking and, like, setting their health to, like, some restricted point that it can't regenerate from, things like that. Excuse me while I sneak past this hatless guard. What did he just say about Patressi's food?
Was that really necessary?
It was an accident. Come on.
I definitely feel like accident should have some of those stray quotation marks we're so used to at this point. To be fair, I don't think holding a grenade at someone looks as cool in a cutscene. True, but like a machine gun's pretty threatening, I would say. Oh, it's like, put me back in the same room, the door's just open. What a strange way of doing that. I mean, I get it, because the gate was locked and we opened it, but, like, that still feels weird.
You and Pater are pretty close, huh?
I don't hate him.
That's interesting dialogue. There's definitely, like, some really hard stuff here in Pater Topless, isn't there? Ugh. So, this is, like, one of the few, if not only, dungeons that has, like, a branch that's, like, it's not like a dead end with, like, an item in it, it's just branching paths. Is there, like, a good choice here? Machine guns don't exist in cutscenes, but why? That makes genuinely little sense. I feel like I actually remember this room being kind of tricky. Oh my god, those outfits are just like, just why? Just why, though? I have questions, and the questions are all why, though. Ow. It makes perfect sense. Some machine guns can't kill people. There's a really baffling internal logic to that. It would be... I would almost prefer it if there was some cutscene in the game where like someone was like holding like an extremely frightening looking machine gun. They're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Scratch me to death?" Like, I mean, you're not exactly wrong, but like at the same time, kind of wrong, you know? That's the problem, huh?
No chance against the company.
Interesting. That's like a pretty good bonus shot, actually. I was like actually really hoping to break the gauge there, and I like sure did.
Grandchildren will feel this.
Ooh, that's a reasonable threat compared to some.
I see right through you. You want some of that? Always have your life in my pockets.
It's kind of just that front shield has like a lot of HP and ability to block damage, huh? Because like the body on that security guard is not like that frightening. And like when you're airborne, it seems like you can do like a lot of just like direct damage. Is there anything around here I care about in particular? Okay, so someone help me out. Like, teal or magenta? Is there like an obvious choice? I want to say that one of them is like tank enemies and the other one's something else. Maybe I'm thinking of a later chapter or something. It's just like there's not a lot of reason to do both. So like I'm not gonna like backtrack all the way through. Maybe I'd do the other one on the way back or something. But like, which way do I go? Well, chat seems to agree magenta. I appreciate the definitive selection.
Just imagine what they're doing right now.
Yeah,
This
let's
room
go.
feels familiar in a way that might not be good. Okay, where do I start here? Okay, real quick. What's this situation look like? Just kind of a typical missile plug. Okay. Just gonna make sure this one's good and dead. And I got his hat. These missiles are pretty rough. Alright, now that I got your attention, Missile Plume, see how this goes.
This is it.
I've had enough of your buzzing, little bee.
Had enough of your buzzing, little bee! Oh, that's fun.
Here goes.
Let's try to break its gauge, maybe. Yeah, it's good stuff. Gauge breaks good stuff. Yeah, let's try to get back behind the wall in case he wants to target Vacheron. The wall took more of that than I wanted. But that was still reasonable. For a second I was worried about bezels, but then I shot every single part off that enemy, and it turned out to be okay. Oh no, Arcadius. Shirtiel says flip a Squirtle. It is a good way to decide something, isn't it? Although I think you mostly just distress the Squirtle and then it answers your question with a definitive Squirtle. But Arcadia says, I might be too tired. I saw the word magenta and my brain just couldn't read it. I've been there. I've been there for real. You feel like you've been sleeping too much and yet you're still too tired? I actually know that sensation. I've definitely been there before. think I got him. Okay, it was outside of the range of the electricity again. Probably fine. Yeah, I feel like I remember this encounter giving me a lot of trouble back in the day. I don't know if it was just that I was under-leveled at the time, it probably was, or that I was, like, prioritizing enemies badly, which I probably was, or a combination, which I probably was, or maybe, like, an additional thing, which I probably was. His deathline was literally Cardinal Pater. You got it, buddy. Cardinal Pater. What was the other one? Like, a bunch of hired thugs!
I'm here to support.
Okay. This feels familiar, too. I remember making an effort to run back here and having everyone, like, melee attack me, and that being, like, a problem. I mean, that's the level 37 shield one. That one's kind of rough. I think I should target the other one first. Gotta worry about that plug. What's my plan for the plug? Question 1. Do I explicitly need an immediate plan for the plug? Uncertain. Like, I think my goal is to, like, move my characters to that relatively safe corner, but it can definitely fire some missiles over there. Would there be any reason to want to go after that spider tank first? Probably not, right? Let's do what seems obvious first and see how it plays out. Oh my god, that lady in those bottomless chaps is having quite a fit. Did I just gauge break the Poog accidentally? That's pretty good. Thanks, wall. Ow, ow. Okay, now here's where it starts getting a little trickier. So, I think the thing I want to do is probably, like, move Vacheron, like, over here so the spider tank isn't, like, targeting him. And, like, run some risk of the Pluga coming at me. I could try and, like, target this security guard and get, like, bezels from her, but I think that's, like, a future problem if I need it. And I want to, like, break off a bunch of limbs and hopefully, like, destroy the missile launchers, or at least some number of them. That's pretty good. I'm going to town on that wall. Alright, let's have Zephyr move to the other side of the wall just in case something weird happens. Break off as much as you can, and then try to, like, gauge break.
You're gonna swim in your own.
Good, good. Now, should I try to, like, just destroy the Plug outright? It still has, like, most of its missile launchers, so I think so. Good stun shot. Should get me a few bezels, too. Maybe more than a few. Maybe more than a feeling. Right, it explodes. That's not what I wanted, but I'll manage, I think. I honestly can't tell you if it's just that I've actually, like, gotten good to some extent, but, like, I definitely remember Pater Topless with the two of them being, like, much harder than this. He says before the next room, like, annihilates him.
Scatter you like dust!
Don't scatter me like dust! of a rude thing to do. Someones were actually getting through to the body. It's doing like a pretty reasonable amount of damage.
Time to die.
Wow, now it's just that one guy. Good luck, security individual. This one's women. These ones might also be women. Don't know.
You want some of this?
Buddy. Phew. Floppy shield. We got a scrapped arm TK2. That's either a really good rare part that I'll probably need, or nothing. The naming conventions for the crafting items could stand to be a little clearer. Run, run, run.
So, we've got monsters to deal with too.
That Pater keeps some strange company.
Poison gremlins. So is this the one, like the really tall, kind of armored guy who like spawns poison gremlins? Is that the one we're on? I don't know what their health's like.
I see right through.
Okay, that's what I would have guessed roughly. We keep as far away from them as we can because poison damages the actual bugs. The literal, honest to goodness bugs.
This is the spot. Quit wasting my time.
I think this room is just to teach us how poison works, in case you don't know. And here's the thing. So you may remember that in earlier combats, the fire status does scratch damage over time. Poison does just direct damage over time, which, in case it's not obvious, is the actual literal butts. Sebastian looks like he's about to shed again. How many times has Sebastian shed, Neko? And how long have you had him? Remind me. It's been like a while now, right? Has it been multiple years? Or like... Yeah, poison gremlins suck. And I think the next boss just generates poison gremlins. Yeah, they give you a bunch of healing items here, but here's the problem about those. The item box sucks, and additionally, if you didn't bring it in here, which I didn't, because it sucks, you're kind of screwed anyway. Ooh, single escape hex. Ugh, the poison gremlins even just look grosser than other ones. That looks like a Skylanders enemy intro. So here's the problem with this. The obvious way to do this is sort of that thing I described earlier. Is target all the poison gremlins and then use a tri-attack to take out the leader. Except that you can't do that because you don't have 3 people. And also, I have a lot of logistical questions about so how'd Leanne get to the end of this place? You just walked her past all these gremlins and they're like, nah, don't kill her, she's cool. What, that intro? He was showing off. Sometimes you gotta show off, you know? It's like a theme. I kinda wanna try to take out 2 of these idiots.
Possibilities are endless. And
Oh, that's really not going the way I wanted. We're probably gonna have to retry this one a few times. This boss kinda sucks. Also, most of the bosses you end up retrying at least a few times. Maybe not if you're actually, but you know, if you're Vasco, get used to it. pretty lucky gauge break. So I don't think the boss himself does poison damage, right? I think he's just like a big chunky punch guy. I think he might have that sort of like seismic punch thing that the sledgehammers had in the Dakota vein or something like it. The thing is, like, normally in this type of fight, I would want to like leave the adds, the extra enemies for later to save up bezels. Like that's the multiple gauge break guy back there is great. Just like leave him there for like 3 future bezels once I've used some. But they deal poison damage, you see. And that's bad because poison is the actual literal boss. Oh my god, isn't there one over here? Yeah. Would have loved it if you would target that guy, but cool. So how bad's this? Oh, he does double. Oh, he does triple, because he's tri-stamp. His name is tri-stamp, so he does triple. You see. Okay, so we start with this one. Know how I expect this to go. Level 73, huh? That's a few of them. Don't do it! Don't! Well, now we're in bad shape. I had hoped that I had, like, disoriented him enough that I could get a turn with Zephyr before he did his poison attack. But we may already be in a position where we're gonna have to start over at some point. We'll find out. That was not a good turn. That was a bad turn that I did badly. Okay, this is really bad. Any way I can like remotely recover from this? I don't think so. I think we're starting over. So here's the problem. Remember, I told you that poison is the actual literal boss, and that it is a damage over time effect that does direct damage. So what does that mean? Well, what happens when I scratch an enemy fully and then deal like 1 direct damage to it? Behold the amount of scratch damage that Zephyr currently has. I should probably go again with him just to like try and salvage this. No, you know what? If we're gonna have any success, I'm just gonna have to like focus the leader. It's not gonna work. Like, we're definitely gonna have to restart this. Okay, let's retry that. So as long as I cannot get poisoned, I think this is actually very reasonable. I got a little bit too aggressive here. Love it if you would target a reasonable target. I understand now that this won't happen, but I would love it if you would. Here's an interesting idea. I don't know if this will be any good. Wow, I'm really glad I got that, actually. No. I'm like way closer to this guy at the end point than I want to be. Bonus shot! So bad at getting it when I want it. I think I'm gonna take some scratch damage. Try and avoid taking direct damage. Come on. Bonus shot. Bonus shot him real hard. Okay, this could do it. Gauge break him, it'll be hilarious. Not shot. I don't want to get in, like, close melee range to him. Like, part of me wants to get, like, maximum line, scratch the poison gremlin, and then attack the leader. But I'm gonna not do that instead. I think what I want is, like, something like this. I'll leave the gremlin alone for now. And just, like, try and get as much scratch damage on Tri-Stamp as possible.
You want some of this?
What do you think that thing on his back is? Ow. Ow. Alright, so we're just gonna, like, go... like, behind the wall. Well, he's already spawned another gremlin. I kind of thought if I left just one, it would take him longer to do that. But that did not turn out to be the case, unfortunately. So what's the target Vasher on? Yeah, I'm probably gonna be stuck doing something like this. Alright, good luck to me. Yeah, I figured if I waited much longer, I'd risk hitting the wall there. Alright, so now... probably gonna have to, like... try to scratch a couple gremlins. So we didn't get any limbs for a couple of runs there.
Too late for regrets. Who do you think you're messing with?
It'd be great if I could break that arm off. I think it, like, drastically limits, like, how many attacks in a row he gets with that. Give me your hat. Okay. Okay. And we'll get what we can. Ugh, another one spawned. Ooh! Didn't think I'd be in range for that. Let's do... it's already attacking this way. That's actually good for me. Dang. Hat? Willing to run the risk of being that close to the goblin. Think so. Yeah, he's running after Zephyr anyway. Great. I guess if it didn't generate gremlins so fast, it would also be a problem for me. Okay, he should... It should be reasonably easier now that he doesn't... I don't know if it stops his ranged attack altogether, but I don't think he can do, like, multiple ranged attacks where he, like, hits the ground, like, 3 times and, like, keeps shooting ranged damage. So I think we just want to stay on this side so we don't hit that gremlin at all. Let's see how much scratch we can scratch. I think I want to do another one so the gremlin doesn't get close. Maybe we just fully scratch the leader? Ooh, stun shot, and we're almost there! Oh man, 2 tries? I feel good about 2 tries. That first one was like reasonably close too.
So, is that the stone?
Oh,
He's a
yes.
proper planeteer.
The star of the heavens, the one that you brought me.
Oh, sweet
It makes
Peter.
a lovely ring.
Thank you.
Are you any happier now that you have it?
Oh yes! Oh, the height of happiness. Absolutely. Then again, I can't help but think of all the people in Basel who struggle every day just to get by. I wish the stone could help others find happiness too. But who knows?
Oh, Peter. What a good guy.
I'm sure if you're wishing for it to come true, it will.
They're actually getting along pretty well.
Moments like this are worth preserving.
I feel like that would have been funner if he just, like, silently brought the camera up.
I had a really good time.
If I took that, this wouldn't exactly be a date now, would it?
Oh, no,
Well, ready to head back?
Take the money, you idiot.
This is my chance! What foul!
Do love that it plays the battle music.
You've nothing to fear. This one is for happiness. Eat this heavenly star punch!
Peter, no!
Hey, what just happened?
Master Peter! Master Peter!
Ugh. I like that you specifically don't get any money for that mission. It's very good. Ugh, but gosh, that's so hard. It's so hard to endure. Oh, wait a minute. I,
Time. Even Leanne
didn't
could
equip
handle this.
Leanne.
You only live once. The first enemy you underestimate could be your last.
Once bitten, twice shy. A lesson Zephyr could stand to learn.
Time for my big...
Knife attack! I'm gonna kill this guy with a knife. I'm gonna do it. I've literally never done it before. Dang it. Stupid. Limb got in my way. We're gonna knife him. We're gonna knife him. Don't worry about it. We're knifing this guy.
Who do you think you're messing
How is he still alive? This man is unstoppable.
I see right through you. Too late for regret. You want some of this?
Damn it all!
Knifed him.
That wasn't a battle. That was assistance.
I've been playing this game for like 10 years and I've never knifed an enemy to death. You saw it here first. Okay. I don't know if this is the smart thing to do, but it's the lazy thing to do. All in all, it went like way better than I expected. You can see, you can see why that's not a compelling strategy. Sorry, but you brought a gun to a knife fight. That was a very good clip, Alcadius. I appreciate it. I had to attack him like 5 times with the knife after fully scratching him to kill him. It's so bad. It's such a terrible weapon. Okay. I want to... what are my missions, actually? I can sort of go down to the waterless bridge area, which is in line with what I want to do. That might be one of the dumbest things I've ever done, like in my whole life. And now I think I only need to do 29 more to get that trophy. I guess it's true that since we technically had... oh, it's also good. Anime clipped it, a knife to meet you. It's very good. You're all doing an excellent job, and I really appreciate it. But as Neko points out, Grandma probably scared Leanne because since we had all our guns, she probably only had knife equipped. Is it only 4? No, isn't the trophy for, like, knifing enemies, isn't it, like, 30? I thought I, like, saw that, and I was like, how do you do 30? That's horrible. It's so bad. Alright, I'm gonna save here, and I should do some Cranktown inventory management. What are we in the mood for? Inventory management, or do we want to try and do a square? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a trophy for, like, beating, like, 30... I think it's 30 enemies with only knife equipped. Hello, Mr. Tinkerman. Tinker me banana. Wait, no, don't do that. Alright, I can make top sight. Oh, that's pretty good. Subsight. I forgot about subsight. Isn't it like 1,000 years before you have something that can use that? Oh, there's prototype. Oh, can this guy not make custom kit sets or something? Oh, that's so rude if that's true. Can I buy those from, like, you or something?
This is just a humble country store. Not much to offer.
Yeah, custom kit. Let's buy, like, 25 custom kit sets. Because you use them for a lot of stuff. Yeah, I got money for that.
The roads are dangerous by night.
But hey, that's one. We killed one enemy with a knife. Okay, so things that Vasco wants. A top sight. Yeah. Ooh. I could make a combat site and then buy a sub site for it. I also want this prototype mount, which costs like nothing. So I'll buy 2 of it. I don't even remember this. Why would I want this? It's awful. we're up to sub-barrels, huh? Are we at the sub-barrel point of the game? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and we got like T-adapters. We're gonna start making some weird-looking guns. So for sub-sight, I will need a rookie sight. Can I buy rookie sight? Rookie stuff you can generally buy, right?
This is just a humble country store. Not much to offer.
Rookie sight. Rookie sight. I technically have one of these, but
The
it's
roads
fine.
are
Don't worry
dangerous
about it.
by night.
I can work with
Be
most
careful.
anything you bring in.
Sub-sight, right?
Finished
Okay.
already?
So, God, that drum is just embarrassing. Alright, so like, what if we removed our rookie sight and put on, and put on our sub sight. Got it. I guess this probably isn't currently the best candidate for that particular site. For the reason that I can't actually put anything on top of it because this drum magazine is here. So maybe... I mean, it's still, like, better than nothing. I don't think I'm at the point where I can make compact scope alpha beta by myself. Am I? Am I there yet? When did I get MG Magazine plus 6? Oh no, MG. I had that one. I was thinking HG. Oh boy. So if I was to buy, I think I would need like 2 more. No, I'd need 1 more rookie sight because I unequipped one that I now have as
Roads
resource.
are dangerous by night.
I
Be
can
careful.
work with most anything you bring in.
I think that would be enough for me to make a top sight, which I could make into a combat sight, which I could make into a sub sight. Alright, it's combat sight. Oh no, I need rookie sight directly for that one. Whoops. I should probably just make 2 of this, though. So I need 2
Finished
more
already?
rookie sights.
This is
We're
just
working
a
on
humble
it.
store.
We're doing some
Not much
inventory
to
management to round out the stream. Everyone loves inventory management, right? That's everyone's favorite thing. Just lots of rookie sites.
The roads are dangerous by night.
I
Be
can
careful.
work with most anything you bring in.
Okay, and then I want a sub site. Okay.
Finished already?
So if we not equip, customize. Okay. Okay. So let's start here. And one thing that I would like to do, prototype mount. So that I have like more than one spot, right? And then we'll put move that for now. Put combat sight on top, right? And then put sub sight on the front. And then like just high mount sight. But then I would want to put like dot sight on top. I do need more barrels. I don't have any X front connectors, right? I think we were over this recently. Let's look at this one. Okay, let's... Here's the thing I want. Prototype mount. don't know if that's actually useful to me yet. I think in this chapter you get... no, you get, like, telescopic lens, which, like, isn't one of the big, like, sniper scopes. I mean, I could just put this in the back. And then I just would need to, like, make another rookie site or something. Just lots of rookie sites. Don't worry about all the rookie sites.
The roads are dangerous by night. Be careful.
Customize. Not you. You. Alright, we're like approaching like a reasonable number of scopes, right? Like, it's nothing to write home about, but like you could almost see the enemy through this, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so now I want... consult for this. You first, I think. So I want... What does this require? Yeah, rare metal shard, obviously. Rare metal shard's like the hardest thing to get in the whole world. Alright, so I need HG rookie barrels up the wazoo. No, not like a crazy amount. I need like really just one for each gun, because this connects directly to the front of the gun, because it has the circle connector. I could... HG expander barrel. Okay. So I can just use a large number of custom kit sets to, like, upgrade some basic rookie barrels. Does that... It shouldn't pose a problem yet, because I don't have anything connected under the barrels. That's when that starts getting complicated. This one's not bad. I might want this for now. Yeah, let's aim for that. Let's do that. MG expander barrel. So I need MG rookie barrel and 2 custom kit sets, which I already possess. I already feel like I want more custom kit sets. It's like the best item in the game. That's not true. Rare metal shard's probably the best item in the game. Do I have already one of these? I don't, right? I think that's what I want.
The roads are dangerous by night.
It might be excessive. I think I could probably unequip the ones I have to like serve this purpose, but keeping track of stuff is difficult enough as it is, so I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. So what does this take? Just a custom kit set and some iron? I want some number of those, but let's start with... Did I already pass it? I want MG expander barrel, and then I want to make that into multi-barrel.
Finished already?
So if I put that on... She can get multi-barrel. Okay. Do this. And then, ooh, that's space for more scopes. More scopes! Everyone loves scopes. So I need... I think I can just craft...
I can work with most anything you bring in.
Can't I? The... sub-barrel. I want, like... I'm gonna say 6 of these. I don't know that I need all these now, but I'm gonna do that. And you know what else?
This is just a
I'm gonna buy like 30 more custom kit sets. I'm not joking either. I'm buying a ton of custom kit sets.
The roads are dangerous by night. Be careful.
So customize this. Find keeping track of the names is literally the hardest part of this endeavor. Okay, so I probably want to remove rookie grip because it's stink garbage. And then do I have something I can put in its place that's not stink garbage? Not presently. But I can craft something.
Anything you bring in.
I don't know if I have whatever parts I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That doesn't do anything. Make expander grip. And that lets me do... No, I wouldn't be able to do that because the upper T doesn't connect. Do I not need that yet? Maybe I just don't need that yet.
Finished already?
Okay, so what do I need for handguns? Should I also just equip this now? Oh, good grief. Okay, so I want, like, that positioning currently. And I didn't upgrade the handgun barrels. So let's do that.
Work with most anything you bring in.
I think I want the fancy one. I don't know if I want that on both. Let's start with one.
Finished already?
Nope, not mission memo. So we'll remove HG high barrel. And we'll put on HG multi barrel. And then we'll put on sub barrel. And then here I will want short snub barrel or whatever. Do I have T to T sub barrels? I can't remember now.
I can work with most anything you bring in.
T to T. Could do this. Yes. Yes. And then I want this. Ugh, I need more scrap already. Usually I don't feel like I run out of it. I'm not actually like running out of it yet, but I feel like I'm close. So let's put on short sub barrel. Yeah, custom maestro. Get wrecked, video game. So I can make another one of those. I could put sub barrel. So I want like some more sub barrels and some more snub barrels or whatever. And then I want what's the fancy one? Multi sub barrel. Ugh. Terminology is very difficult. Actually, what are the
work with most anything you bring in.
Raw resources for that? Past it, I guess. Sub barrel. Those I can make directly. So let's get like 1, 2, like 4 more of those. And we'll get 1 more of these for now. I don't want to overdo it on this. I really only want to make those
I can work
where I
with
can
most
use them.
anything.
But I do need to upgrade to this thing. Multi-sub barrel. And I want 2 of those? I think. Is that right? Let me get 1. I think I want 2 though. No, I don't. Not presently, anyway. Okay. Multi-sub barrel. Sub barrel. Oh, I need another short sub barrel. No other things that vertically connect to T? No, not presently. Okay, so I want another short sub barrel on like a rookie site.
This is just a humble country store. Not much to offer. roads are dangerous by night.
I can
Okay.
work with most anything you bring in.
So this is the thing, I just want to point out, this is the thing we normally have cut out of episodes in the past. And Tech will go make himself a snack and I'll fix the guns. So I hope you're enjoying this. I didn't realize it was using 2 at a time. Even more reason to, like, hesitate to go all in on that. And I want... Where's my rookie site? Did I buy the wrong rookie thing? Rookie site. Okay. Yankee swap. Alright, there's one of my guns. It looks like this. Does it have enough barrels? I don't know. You let me know in chat. I think this is as good as this is getting for now. This is... I feel like this is better than I usually have at this stage of the game. Is there another Tinkerer in Albona? I don't remember. I don't know if I have to go down there to, like, perform sorcery. Okay, so what do I need to do here? I can use my adapter handguard to do things. But in order to do that, I will need a fixer piece. So let's remove foregrip and put on adapter handguard. But then I need T to T, which I think I can make?
I can work with most anything you bring in.
T to T horizontally. Not you, not you, not you, not you. This one. What does this cost? 2 scrap iron. Done. Print it.
Finished already?
Okay. So if we then take this and not you... It'd be really helpful if I remembered the name of any given thing at any given time. So I'll move that. And then do I have another of the... No, I don't. So I need to make
anything you bring in.
the handgun. I need to upgrade to the expander barrel and then make another multi-barrel. I feel like I just need to be able to, like, put money in an account. It just, like, generates custom kit sets for me. It's a good amount of barrels. Okay, we're making progress. We're making progress. Okay. It's weird not to have a barrel on this again. So let's put a fancy barrel on it. Cool, I could put another scope on that, and then... I think I want that. I don't know if that actually does anything right now, but I think I want that. I want another rookie sight, and I need... I should know this by now. Do I have T to T?
I can work with most anything you bring
T
in.
to T barrel? Yeah, I need these.
Finished already?
Alright, I think that's the thing I need. No, I didn't need 2 of those. I just need... I guess I should probably just get another sub-barrel. Oh no, wait, I can do this, right? If I remove this one, and then I put... Wait, that doesn't work, does it? No, that works. Because I could put this one on the bottom, and then I could put... Where's the regular sub-barrel? Okay. And then I need another rookie sight.
This is just a humble country store. Not much to offer.
I've spent a moderate fortune on this.
Be careful.
Customize. This one. Rookie sight. Alright, now that's like almost enough scopes to see the enemy, just like before. So like we're making progress here. And then I mean, because of the stupid drum barrel, there's not like a ton more I can do here right now. But I do have like extra foregrip now, which is definitely better than nothing. I need more better foregrips. Those I remember being a limiting factor for a while. We can jam another rookie sight on here. And then, like, a question is, like, do I want to bother, like, equipping the other machine gun? I don't think so. I was, like, sort of thinking, like, hypothetically it would be funny to try, like, double machine gun now. But I don't think that's, like, actually what I want to do. I'm on autopilot and I'm just randomly pushing menu buttons. Rookie sight. Okay. So, like, I could do some stuff to this gun. Don't I still have... No, I think I used all the ones I had. I mean, I could, like, jam some spare parts onto it, like, just in case. Where's my magazine plus 6? I do want to, like, what's the part I need for that?
The roads are dangerous by night.
Don't remember what components I used to make it. Prototype mount? Yeah, I'll make one of those.
Finished already?
Yeah, I guess the thing is, like, I don't have enough, like, legitimate sights to make this reasonable. So, like, I think I'll just leave that for now, and then we'll, like, re-equip like we're, like, trying to actually accomplish something. Let's give her gauge break one. Vashron's got that, and that. Am I missing something? Yes. This, and then... yeah, just keep the toxicity shield for now. And we'll put her... third. And she has the grenades. Okay. That's like... I think that's like roughly as good as that's gonna get for now. I could, like, spend, like, a lot more time to see if I could, like, micromanage, but, like, I feel pretty good about that. That's, like, a pretty sizable upgrade. Why would I ever want to dismantle an energy station again? Don't remind me. Just doesn't seem like I want that. Alright, so, just to briefly recap, here's one of our handguns. It has 3 rows of barrels attached to a fancy foregrip, and then it's got, like, a couple stacks of mounts on it. That's cool. Here we've got, like, a lot of mounts stacked towards the back of the gun. Only 2 rows of barrels off the front. But we've got, like, a fancy, like, row of barrel configured under the gun. That's nice. Here's our current submachine gun of choice. Still got the enormous drum barrel. It has the now minimum 2 rows of barrels in effect. It has space to put another scope at the top, except that we all know that there is, like, a government-regulated vertical limit to how much gun you can have. So as long as I'm using the drum barrel, which I think I still want to do, can't do anything there. Also, don't have space because of the government-regulated horizontal gun limitations. I can't put another prototype mount on the back to give more vertical space for scopes. Nega said she wishes you could combine all the customized guns to make one super gun. I think the Power Rangers do that a lot of the time. And you know what? It's honestly pretty good when they do that. So I feel like I do mostly want to wrap up the stream, but I feel like we should have, like, a random encounter to, like, show off what the guns are like and, like, if it's a significant difference. Yeah, that initial charge feels like it's much faster. Oh, those... Oh my! That's a lot better! That's definitely... That's better. That's just real much better. Hey, how about this one? I feel like this will be a less marked upgrade, but that's still pretty good. Hello, Photon. Welcome to chat. Fortunately, we're probably on the verge of wrapping up the stream, but if you, like me, are a fan of Resonance of Fate, I'm going to be streaming this game again next Friday and Saturday, and I encourage you to join us. I've been having fun. We just customized some guns. Videos where people stack tons of magazines. You stack all sorts of weird stuff. Some people have been sharing like photos in chat about like what some of their gun monstrosities look like. It's just, it's so good. It's one of, I remember the first time that Tech and I were playing this game for YouTube.
Once bitten, twice shy.
And not even like before we were playing for YouTube, when we were just like playing it for the first time, and we like reached a certain point where like. It's like the first time I was like really trying to do gun customization. We'd done some stuff like attach things we'd gained from missions and things like that. And then there was like a certain point at which I was like, let me see if I can like figure out if there's like a way to upgrade this. And I like found my like first photo of like someone's upgraded gun, and I was like, oh no, Tech, we're doing it wrong. He's like, what does that mean? And I showed it to him, and he's like, that's not how guns work. That's not the right enemy. Because, like, basically, I have been trying to, like, upgrade the guns so that they would look like guns for the most part. And, like, we're still at a point where it, like, mostly looks like guns, if we're being honest. With the upgrades I just did. But, like, it was, like, further in the game that I'm talking about. And, like, I don't know. It's definitely just, like, a moment of, like, awakening. Alright, cool. So, like, it looks like the upgrades are, like, having an effect, which is great. We're gonna save again. And next week we'll tackle the non-story mission parts of Chapter 8. Chapter 8's been going really well so far. The last couple of chapters felt a little rough, but I feel like we're in a good place. We just upgraded our guns. I just feel good about it, you know? I'm really excited about it. Thinking of replaying the game. Yeah, every now and then you just gotta replay Resonance of Fate. It is a game that you just play over and over until you die. But yeah, I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. You know, I didn't originally intend to do a full playthrough of this, but like once we started, it was just sort of like, well, I kind of just gotta keep playing it, right? But yeah, there's one final unfinished order of business for the stream. As always, once we reach the conclusion of the gameplay portion, you may notice that I have an entire couch filled with stuffed animals behind me. Somewhere is hiding a secret Squirtle, and I will remind you that essentially the one rule of locating secret Squirtle is that if you see a Squirtle, it's not a secret. Can you guess where on the couch behind me there might be a Squirtle hiding? He's under or behind, usually, one of the plush friends that you see before you. And while you think about that, I'm going to enjoy some of this 100% juice apple. All the gun talk has me wanting to take pictures of my crazy guns. Yeah, man. Yeah, Shifty. I'm all about crazy guns. I don't know if there's just like a definitive best gun. I'm not sure I've ever really gotten to the point. I see a lot of people like snaking barrels around at like impossible angles. Somehow I never find myself getting there. Maybe it's a lack of dedication. I don't know. But like, I mean, there's only so many scopes you can put on top of it, right? And then it's like barrels all the way down. So like, I suppose the optimum build is like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 scopes on the top, and then just like as many barrels as you can fit. Most of the other stats aren't that important. You're really mostly about those barrels, right? Alright, let me start removing some of my many headphones and untangling them from my ridiculous like year of hair growth I'm displeased by. And let's take a look at what some of our guesses are. Okay, so got Ceratops, Red Ranger, Vaporeon, Yoda. You have your range scope, your mid scope, and point blank. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. find yourself asking, do I want more scopes or more barrels? I mean, technically, I would say that, like, if you were, like, some absolute, like, prodigy at Resonance of Fate, that, like, different bosses and different dungeons probably want you to prioritize those differently. But I think conventional wisdom is probably, like, you try to get, like, a narrow row of scopes or something, and then just fit as many barrels as possible. I think that's correct. Under Eevee and under Pusheen. Okay, let's see how many of these I can reveal without completely destroying the structural integrity of everything. Spoiler alert, it's not all of them. Ooh, my knee. Okay, let's start at the top. Usually works well. Here's Star-Lord. Here's Ceratops, the Triceratops. And hiding back there, well, it's a grumpy Donatello. It's not a Squirtle. It's a turtle, but not a Squirtle. What else? Red Ranger. I guess under the Red Ranger, if we look down there, we'll find ourselves... Oh, it's a little narwhal friend. Boop, boop, boop. I think someone had guessed under Vaporeon. If we take a look down there, we find... Oh, it's a different narwhal. This one is, he's not in a great mood. Kind of grumpy. And then I think we had a guess of... I think we had one of under Eevee. Let's take a look. Usually Eevee is not hiding anything under there. This time, it's yet another narwhal with a mustache and a monocle. Alright. And then I think someone had a guess of Pusheen, and that's roughly the same location, but I know that there was someone in chat who guessed behind Yoda, and it turns out that behind Yoda is a Squirtle helping to prop him up. So who was that? There were so many guesses this time, I forgot. It was Critwitch. Critwitch, there you go. Congratulations. Excellent work on locating the secret Squirtle. The gentleman narwhal needs a top hat. That would be great. That's a good fit, right? Of course, there's no losers in the game of Secret Squirtle. We all win. But locating a Secret Squirtle is said to be good luck. So, thanks to everybody for playing along. Thanks to everybody in future YouTube land, as well as those of you who were able to join me live and keep me sane while I battled some poison gremlins. Honestly, like, as opposed to, what was it, last Friday's stream, where I was, like, fighting the Cannon Colossus, that was, like, a horrible nightmare pretty much start to finish. This one was like, oh, I did a bunch of difficult things, and I did them in a way that made me look competent. How exciting. This has been a lot of fun. It's been great having you guys here. Hopefully you'll be able to catch some future streams. If not, we are posting these to the Renegade Constabulary channel on YouTube. I think that's it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your weekend, or whatever time it may be for you if you're watching in the future on YouTube. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Like I said, we'll be back. I think we'll do... I forget exactly how the month breaks down, but essentially it's like we do next weekend is all Resonance, and then I think after that point I'm going to more strongly consider doing like Resonance on Fridays and mixing it up a little with something else on Saturday. But we'll examine that. Next week will still be fully Resonance of Fate on my stream schedule, 6 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/Vasco to Gamers. So if you have the time, love it if you join me. Having a lot of fun with it. Hope you are too. Like I said, enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your weekend, guys. Take care and be safe, everybody. Good night.